Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day where I have a nasty catch down here in my throat. I have been coughing up a storm today. Yay, thumbs up for that. It is very cold outside. I went out and it was brr, so thumbs up for that. I did manage to sleep for a couple hours, so that's a good thing. I'm still very tired as always, such is life. Hopefully you've slept. Hopefully you're doing okay on whatever day you happen to be watching this. I can speak English, I promise. And whatever time you happen to be watching it, but hopefully you're having a very good time. And of course, front-loading the videos. Hey, if you could toss me a like, that'd be awesome. If you could subscribe to the channel, that'd be very cool. If you could leave me a comment, that would be double plus good. And I would like to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons. I need to update this list. I hate having executive dysfunction. My sincere apologies, but these Patreon patrons are literally beautiful and awesome people, helping to keep me and my aging pet metabolizing. It is greatly appreciated. If you would like to help keep me and my aging pet metabolizing, I have links to my Patreon in the video description, along with a PayPal for possible donations, an Amazon wishlist link for with things like pet food on it. My brain, yay. And of course my post office box, where if you send me anything at all, then I will open it up in video, and that'll be awesome. I only ask for postcards and keychains. Thumbs up, thank you. Yay. Yeah, I do have a cough. I am a cannabis smoker for pain. I used to have to use a walker, and I was on a lot of meds, including opiate pain meds, and I almost had to use, I was using a walker because it hurt so much. I stopped using all those meds and replaced them with cannabis, and I can walk 7-mile round trips now if I tank up on cannabis before I go. But if you smoke cannabis, that's not wonderful. Your lungs want just nice, clean, fresh gases to take care of. And if you smoke anything at all, whether it's vaping or actually burning plant matter in a pipe, yeah, your lungs don't like that. There is a difference in the type of damage that you're doing. I've mentioned this before, I'll say it again. They have taken in autopsies lifetime cannabis smokers' lungs, and they are damaged. They look like they've been seared on a barbecue grill. They've been cooked for like 30 seconds on all the way around. It's not pretty, but it's not horrendous either. I'd say a good at least 90% of lung tissue appears to still be there, as opposed to a lifetime cigarette/tobacco user whose lungs are just small little charcoal briquettes, black, shriveled, nasty things. So, yeah, as much as I worry about my cough and my lungs, I am power walking up hills outside, and I'm not slowing down. I feel out of breath-ish, but I'm still power walking up a hill with my backpack full of stuff. If I didn't feel slightly out of breath from that would be weird. So I've got a nasty, I smoke stuff cough, and I hate that. But I've only been smoking cannabis since like late 2014. So even if I live another 20 years, I'm going to have less than 30 years of doing horrible things to my lungs. So, yay. But still, this morning I have just got this catch down here that I can't get rid of. Hopefully I'm going to be able to stop coughing. Drank a bunch of soda, and now the gas is escaping my body. I have stuff listed down here, and it is all in just a complete nightmarish mess. So let me take a look and see if I can hit some of these things. Another one of the things I want to talk about myself again is, I have mentioned before, I get dizzy when I cough. Now, there is one thing, it's called the Valsalva maneuver. It's when you hold your breath and you bear down. Now, that's why if you see people that lift or dead weight or try to do those things, Yeah, if you hold your breath and then do that, that's the Valsalva maneuver. The bad part about that and why you pass out is because the pressure keeps your heart from beating properly. And so, not in a bad way, it's just the pressure, it can't expand and do as much beating and putting out as much blood as it would like because you've got a whole lot of internal pressure. And when you relax that, all that blood comes flushing right back into your heart and then back out into your system. As you get older, or if you have conditions, and you can even be 18 and this can happen, that rush of blood back into your heart can be overwhelming and you can suffer cardiac arrest. This is why a lot of people will die on the toilet as they strain for a bowel movement. You're bearing down, which is pushing all the blood out of your chest, and then when it rushes back in, So I try very hard, no matter what I'm doing, to not hold my breath if I'm doing anything. Unfortunately, there is something where if you cough, and this happens to everybody, but it depends on your conditions. If you cough, it is like a mini Valsalva maneuver. You are increasing the pressure in your chest because you have to hold it and then burst the air out. That holding as the pressure builds keeps your heart from beating as quickly so your heartbeat slows down and the volume slows down because of the pressure. And because there's lower pressure and lower blood, you suffer from hypoxia, low oxygen. I have grayed out from coughing, where I have been just coughing and coughing and coughing and coughing, and then come back out of dark grayness into light. That is kind of scary. So yeah, I'm gonna call up the VA and ask them, hey, is this really dangerous? Is there anything I can do? Any meds I should be taking? So, yay. Try not to hold your breath when you do stuff. I mean, coughing, you have to deep cough. You have to deep cough. If you don't deep cough, you are going to get pneumonia. That's one of the biggest things that you have to do, and one of the most painful things you have to do when you've had any surgeries at all, even heart surgery where they tear your chest open. They have specific heart pillows. You put the pillow against your chest, you clutch it, and you cough as hard as you can. Because you have got to keep your lungs clear. So yeah, coughing is important. You have to, or you are going to suffer. So I have to cough. I just hope I don't pass out entirely one day from it. Thumbs up. Okay, and then... oh, this is a thing that's been going around. I've watched the nasty thing that's going on with this Aatrox fellow, and if you don't know what's going on, I'll talk about it. And then I saw something from Bo the Fifth Corner. Aatrox is some kind of streamer. Bo the Fifth Corner is a leftist journalist type. He used to be a journalist. He's gotten older. I don't know if he's still doing that, but he's got a lot of contacts with security people around the world. He talked about this issue as well, and it's the whole deep fakes. I mean, it's worse than you think when you think about this whole deepfakes issue, because it's bad. These poor people out there that without their consent are having their bodies deepfaked with their faces so that they're doing things that they are not consenting to do. That's bad. And I understand entirely why these people are so upset over this happening. It's not good. But as Bo the Fifth Column was talking about, if you have a video of Trump saying something really, really horrific, and it looks like him, and it sounds like him, and it's just perfect, are you going to believe it? Did he really say it? Is that really him? If you're an anti-Trumper, are you going to cling to that? If you have a video of Biden saying something horrific, and it's his voice, and it's his face, and he's standing behind a pedestal, and he's talking, and it looks and sounds like a real thing that he said, and you hate Biden, are you going to believe it? Is it real? This is the problem. What happens if, say, a world leader like Putin, or I don't know how to properly pronounce his name, the guy in North Korea, they get something from that shows Biden saying something that would terrify them, that wasn't said. This is the issue. Deepfakes have a huge political impact, and that is not good. So it's going to be great. And I wanted to kind of talk about this one as well. I talked at the very end of yesterday's video. I first heard this whole, the Miss Piggy voice thing of, didn't I do it for you? Thing of the whole FKA Twigs cellophane song. I was one of those people that I was singing that unironically in the Miss Piggy voice because I like the piano song in the background playing slowly on that. Playing stuff slowly gets me. I'm one of these people that slow stuff like that just really reaches inside of me. And I mean to the point, when I was younger, when you bought music when you were my age back in the 60s and 70s and even into the 80s, well, not into the 80s, 60s and 70s, you would buy a single on a vinyl 45, and then you would take that vinyl 45 home and you'd play it on your record player, which had 3 speeds on it if you were in the 60s. There was 45, 33, and I think it was 75. 75 were for the records that they didn't even make anymore at that point. But they had the long playing 33 revolutions per minute, or rotations, and 45 rotations per minute. You could choose which setting to play those at. Playing a 45 at 33 slowed it down when it all played. And I loved that as a kid. I still love it now. So slow stuff, even if it's not artificially slow, it still gets me. And that slow piano music, I really like that. So I looked up the actual song. It's an okay song on its own. I mean, thumbs up. I don't love it. I don't even really like it, but neither do I hate it. It's just a song, completely neutral to me. However, I immediately after listening to that looked up piano versions of it, and oh my God, they are slow and they are so good. You can feel the emotion through it. So yeah, I am glad that I took that little meme journey from the whole boar's eye dog thing to the Miss Piggy part of it, to tracking it down and then listening and then getting the piano stuff for it. Thumbs up. And I just wanted to talk about that. Yay. And really quick with Minecraft and Block Story, there are limits in Minecraft still. They used to be, you could only go like, 64 or 128 down and then up. And then now they've increased it so it's huger, but there are still upper and down limits. There is a game called Block Story that was like primarily for mobile, but they also do a PC version with PC ports and updates. It's infinite size. There was a time that, years and years back, when I could fly for huge amounts of time and you can go down and do hell. I went down for like 20 minutes going from level to level to level to level. And the thing is, it's not just all random, because when you go back up, it's all the same. There are no limits to how far down you can go. There are no limits to how far up into the sky you can go. There's sky islands up above that keep going up. It's bizarre. I don't know how other companies figured this out. Like, 8 years ago? And yet it took Mojang this long just to increase it from here to here? I mean, I love what they've done. Oh my God, it's awesome. But it's like they're finally catching up to like other things that have been out there for a long time. But I love what they're doing. I'm going to talk about this one real quick. I mentioned before how there's the snake cryptid who was kidnapped by these people who took it on a dark cryptid carnival that they were taking around South America and then brought up into the North America and then started traveling, hit the United States, and once they were here, it hit Brookerton, South Carolina, whereupon they were stupid. The snake got loose, it ate the people that were in charge of it, and then it transitioned into an actual intelligent being. I read something this morning where a writer that I respect, Adam Troy Castro, was talking about there's this horror writer who has just thoroughly burned their reputation to the ground. Nobody wants to deal with them anymore. Nobody wants to sell to them, talk to them. They've had honors taken away. Awards are stripped out. It's bad. And they have zero self-awareness, so they're going to continue digging a hole until the day they die. But he mentioned that this person had written one of those evil circus stories, at which point, bam! My head fully exploded with more stuff. Yeah, dark carnivals, those dark carnivals that I had mentioned, there's a lot of them in the world. There's a lot of them. You know those, do you have carnivals that come to where you live? I mean, we do, even here in Shelton. You know, they clear up an area, they put up the rides, you go there, you ride the rickety rides, you eat the overpriced bad food, you play games that you're not going to win at, or if you do, you spend $10 on a, $3 stuffed toy. They're everywhere. And in this world, there's a cryptid part, because they're attracting a certain personality type. And if you're of that personality type, you get to see and interact with the part of the carnival that the others can't. With very scary rides, with very frightening attractions, and some things that are actually horrific and nightmarish, and oh my God, you do see people die. The vast majority of those who go back into and see this are fine. The ones that the dark cryptids are really looking for, well, no one ever sees them again. And then they move up and keep moving on, traveling around the world, nation to nation, state to state, county to county, leaving a trail of disappearances, mayhem, and death behind them. Oh yeah, there are dark carnivals out there, staffed by dark cryptids, and of course those humans who have their third eye open. And those rides that they do, they're pretty good, they're pretty scary, but just hopefully you're not one of those who they're looking for. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank however many people have left me comments in the past 24 hours. It's never many anymore, but anything over 0 is awesome. Thank you. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. And even though I count in American Sign Language, there we go. ADHD blows. Jesse Koskinen, always good to see you in the comments, my friend. Jay, good to see you as well. A definite thumbs up. Chris, thumbs up, thank you, and I try to stay hydrated. Isn't easy. Animo Dev, thumbs up, thank you very, very much, and I just want to see the warden. I don't want to fight it. I just want to see it and then run away from it. Tommy Nelson, thank you. Flora Mew, greatly appreciated, and yeah, with the whole cultural and history thing, oh yeah, we have no ideas, a good portion of what they actually meant. Maria Alejandra Ardea, thumbs up, thank you. Excuse me. Greatly appreciated. RJ Mitchell, thumbs up and thank you. And greatly appreciated. That was 8 people who left me comments in the past 24 hours. Thumbs up, thank you. You get me out of my head and into the world and dealing with real people, if only in text and if only for a very short time. But thumbs up. Well, I'm going to try and get some stuff done today. I got to make 2 sets of walks to Walmart today. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to be pretty exhausted. Hopefully you can get done the things that you would like to get done. And if you can't, don't beat yourself up. That's not going to help you do things. You're just going to hurt. And of course, if things are bad where you are, if people are getting sick, take precautions. If people are getting hurt, take precautions. If you're out walking and you hear the mournful howl of the bus horn, the bus with your name on it, yeah, I mean, you're gonna die. So don't really try to run. It's just going to exhaust and you're gonna get smeared against the landscape anyway. So just accept it. So until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing.